What up, guys? I literally was not even, is this thing even working? Connecticut sea bass season is already open. I've already got upon like one keeper that I threw back because I wasn't thinking, oh, you know, it's not even sea bass season, right? But it turns out their sea bass season opens May 19th. Today's May 22nd. But that's okay. I did that same drift again, got an even bigger knucklehead. If nothing else, we'll do a catch and cook. I did catch it here, even though you didn't see it. So just stay tuned, guys. I'll see you later. What I'm working with is a high-low rig. I got a chartreuse grub on a 1/2 ounce jig on the bottom. And I got the John Skinner S&S bucktail up top, 1/4 ounce with salmon color. Nothing's hit the salmon color yet. I've had tons of sea robins hit the thing on the bottom, you know, which is going to be, you know, the chartreuse. So maybe they're just like the chartreuse today. I'm so mad I wasn't recording. The way I was working it was just literally like, you know, so this is a medium heavy rod, medium action, so not a lot of action on here. I bought this for when I go out to the party boats, because I'm usually fishing in like, you know, 3 ounce, you know, 4 ounce pieces of lead, and I can't really feel anything. So for this one, this is why I decided to get, you know, a little bit stiffer rod than what is typical. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I can at least feel some type of movement that's going down on the bottom. I'm fishing in about 50 feet of water right now. It's been, you know, a beautiful, calm day, and you know, we've gotten upon some nice fish. I did not anticipate making a video today, but I guess we'll let it keep rolling. So again, had really no anticipation of even like filming today, but you know, that's what happens when you get lucky. You get lucky when you don't expect to get lucky. But we's got dinner already, so. Key with this stuff right here, man, is just to make sure you're on the bottom. Because I'm changing textures like constantly, right? So I'm constantly also checking. When I get a little bit of scope, you know, especially on a slick, calm day like this, then I'll tighten up. So that's my style, at least. I don't know what you guys do, but this tends to work well for me. Can I get one more knucklehead for you guys? If not, I'll show you the catch, and then we'll cook them up some type of way. Have no idea yet, but I'll be researching stuff when I get back to the dock. Some pretty cool ways to cook up this sea bass. So just to give you a little bit of report about what's going on here in the Sound. I mean, you know, a lot of bunker have come in. I was casting out a little bit with a jerk bait, and I had like a big striped bass come and swim like literally right up to the boat, but wouldn't actually take the bait. I was so excited about that, you know, but I'm sure you guys have seen crazy stuff like that too. Really good to see a nice sea bass fishery that's already here, right? I know in New York State ours doesn't start until later on in June, but here on the Connecticut part of the Sound, it's ready, it's rocking and rolling, guys. So come here and get you, you know, get in your spot, get your chartreuse gulp grub, and come and jig up some dinner. It's crazy, like the bite was on for like maybe 20 minutes, and then it just literally just came off like a knob when I cut this camera on. New York, man, opened up the sea bass fishery a little bit earlier, man. Could have had 2 keeps. Or at least if we can get like all the states to kind of have the same regulations, something similar. It's all the same water, right? Threw me off, man. All right, so normally I would just lip these, but this thing's so big, its teeth are so sharp, man. Like he almost like got me, dog. So I'll give him a measure. All right, 18 incher going on ice. Let's go. Oh man, before we go in, I guess I need B-roll, huh? All right, roll that, then I'll see you at the dinner table. right, guys, what an amazing day. I'm gonna do a voiceover here, and what I'm gonna do, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and gut this fish out. Just wanna try to remove all of the insides from the gills and including all of the guts and the intestines. So I want to actually knock off some of the scales here, but I'm gonna wait and do that because it's gonna get a little bit messy if I start it now. So I'll say forget it, I'll just do that later in the sink. So you won't see that part, but it will get done. All right, guys, this part gets a little bit graphic. What I'm gonna do is start trying to remove the gills from the gill plate and then also separating the stomach and the linings of the fish. If you do all this, it should really pull out fairly easily, as you can see here, right? I'll take it over here, to the sink to kind of clean it up here a little bit. And then now you got really a perfectly, prepped and ready fish for whatever you want. I'm gonna go the extra step here and start trimming off some of the fins. This is totally optional. For me, it's more or less just for presentation purposes. So I'll do that also on the back fin as well. I think just having it a little bit tighter. I think whenever you're actually grilling fish, you do want to actually do this because those will cook faster. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do here is wholly cosmetic. I'm going to remove the bones that are connected to the dorsal fin. I just think it makes for a better presentation. I also think it helps the fish cook a little bit faster. So again, this is a wholly unnecessary step. All right, there we have it. Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to my wife now, who's gonna do like the real cooking. We're gonna do standard seasonings here. Salt and pepper in the cavity, salt and pepper on the outside. First thing that's going in here are leeks. Leeks are kind of like a Swedish onion. They go very well with this fish. Next going in is lemon. And then we're also going in with some tarragon and capers. So this, to me, feels to be kind of Mediterranean or French inspired. I'm not exactly sure. All right, next we're gonna go, we're gonna put a little bit of champagne in here, right? You can do white wine. We actually didn't have any white wine, so hey, it's a nice occasion. First catch of the year that I actually harvested. We're using about a half cup here, and you just let that be, the steaming liquid. Again, you can use white wine here. You can use, broth. You can use water. It doesn't really matter. In the oven it goes for 20 minutes. And now we're prepping the smashed potatoes. One of my favorite side dishes. These things are delicious. So this is just garlic oil. She parboiled the potatoes earlier and literally just frying them up, and they get very crispy on the outside. You douse them up with a little bit of Parmesan cheese, some parsley. I think you got yourself an outstanding side. All right, guys, it's been 20 minutes and the fish has just come out, and look at that. We got some green stuff in here too to make ourselves feel better. And there you have it. All right, guys, we're finally here. Something my wife and I kind of worked on together. I'm so excited to eat this meal. If you don't mind, I like to kind of do the first honors and kind of really try this out, guys. So cheers to all you as well at home. Guys, the texture is of a bigger sea bass like this is more like a crab in a way. A lot of heavy flakiness. He is really kind of like shining through. The tarragon, the lemon is coming through as well. Perfectly steamed. Is like, so she steamed it for like 20 minutes. I mean, this is probably the best representation of sea bass that I've had. This is great, and this is totally unanticipated and unplanned. We did not plan this. It just kind of happened organically, and it's kind of the way fishing is, right, and cooking is, particularly with you and your family and your loved ones, where you can just get out on the water, you just happen to get a good catch, and you want to build something around it, right? So this will be a memorable moment for us, and I'm so glad that you're able to join us. So that's it for us this week on Sovereign Living. Hope you enjoyed the content, and I'll see you next time.